Beat it up.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Salute to the homie Wire Fizzle. That's Wire Fang. It's a good brother, man. Like when I said worldwide boot camp click to BDO, hey, you know I put the WW in BCC. That was me. Niggas was just boot camp click before I put that in the hook, and niggas just ran with it. That was me. That was me right there. I'm glad that hip hop is worldwide because you know, I think it's well known to, you know, throughout the hip hop and rap community that a lot of times over here, you know, like it's basically it's different over here than it is over there. And what I mean when I say different, it's not the hip hop over there ain't necessarily foreign. It's just more vintage. You know, it's different. Like they appreciate, like they stuck in the 90s. That's a dope thing for a 90s artist. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't know how dope it is for, you know, artists before or after that or whatever. For a 90s artist, it's dope.
Like, listen to Blueface?
Huh?
I said, like, do you think they listening to Blueface?
I don't know. I gotta ask them. Look. To all our YouTubers, when y'all see this and shit, let us know if y'all listen to, you know, if y'all overseas somewhere, do y'all listen to Blueface? Do y'all listen to, you know, let us know what new hip hop y'all listen to, you know, because a lot of people, they don't even consider the new hip hop. You know what I mean? Like they consider it something else or whatever. And I just consider it all different types of hip hop. You know what I mean? But you know, a lot of them, you know, they don't even look at it that way. That's the hip hop purists or whatever. But you know.
Yeah, you know, I probably would agree with what you just said, right? Because I would say, like hip hop is like boom bap is like hip hop. When you listening to like down south, you wouldn't really call down south bounce music or West Coast music really hip hop. You might just say it's rap music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but their own regions rap music.
Look, me and Starang talked about that while, you know what I'm saying, while on the last show when you wasn't, we talked about this very topic, right? And it's like, it's tricky, right? Because to me, I feel like those are all, like, it's like you got cookies, right? You got chocolate chip, you got oatmeal cream, you got fucking, you know, sugar cookies, you got these shits, you know what I'm saying? Like, they all just different types of cookies, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel, that's how I look at the different types of rap music. You know, I feel like it's all hip hop. You know what I mean? I feel like the hip hop culture is the lifestyle. You know what I mean? I just feel like amongst the peoples, you know, the people who don't create hip hop, the lines have gotten blurred. You know what I mean? And it's like they look at, if it ain't boom bap, it ain't hip hop. And I don't think that's fair.
Well, think about like the whole idea of the hip hop culture, right? When people say like hip hop is you know, breakdancing, graffiti, you know, the music,
DJing,
maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you think of people breakdancing to like bounce music? No.
I mean, but they dance to it though. You got to think about like think about the Harlem Shake. That's a hip hop dance. I mean, it probably came from something else. It's the shimmy from, you know, back in the days or whatever. But I can remember when I was a young growing up. You know, like remember the WAP? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
of course.
It was a lot of the Running Man. These are all dances. The Kid and Play, Kick Step. All hip hop had its own. This was all hip hop dancing. Now break dancing and pop locking. That was, you know what I mean? But
the reason why I said exactly. But the reason why I said bounce music is because I got ready to say like West Coast and bounce music, but then I remember like back in the day, like West Coast music or whatever was a lot of electronic. It was breakdance music. Everybody was pop locking on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and pop locking is is one of the elements. Like, you know, that's pop locking and breakdancing is the same to me. They just you know, that's just the left and right arm of hip hop dance, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? On some real shit. Like, but also the Running Man and all of those shits and the WAP and all. I feel like all of that, those are hip hop dances. They just wasn't for the hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
fucking the hardcore hip hop practitioners. You know, those wasn't for them. But like, you know, and Big Daddy Kane had Scoob and Scrap Lover. They wasn't pop locking or break dancing. They was doing those hip hop dances and those routines. And G-Rap had dances and you know, Father MC and all, you know, it was a thing for you. I had dances when I first started off. My niggas Hot Rod and this nigga Ron. They just didn't have no routines. All them niggas had was jokes and shit. Until you know what I'm saying? I had to push it. I had to keep it pushing. But yeah, like, you know, those dances wasn't pop locking and break dances, but they were still hip hop dances. You know what I mean? You wasn't seeing no WAP and no classical in no other setting but a hip hop setting. You know what I mean? And when I say WAP, I'm not talking about Nicki. Who is it? Cardi and Meg's version of WAP.
Yeah,
I'm talking about WAP.
Yeah. I wonder if overseas they do the same dances to hip hop that we did over here.
Yeah, they do, and they break dance game is crazy. They graffiti game crazy. They break dance. They got DJs that's fucking ridiculous with it. You know what I mean? Like they really still take, you know, the skill, you know, and the tech, you know, the technicality of, you know, the act. You know, the difficulty level, you know, the mastery of it all. They value that shit. They still with all of that. They still trying to top their last move. You know
Look, I know the fact that Wirefang had ASR 10 and MPCs in his studio or whatever, but he's using Logic shows like he a real you know, hip hop producer. Those are like the main pieces of equipment back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because even when I started. Like when I started, you know, understanding, you know, I still don't know a lot about beat making and all of that. You know, I'm wild novice with it, but you know, I've had my fingers on a couple of the beats on the Nocturnal album and Magnum Force album and shit. But like, I was working on the ASRX, right? And niggas was already talking about how the ASR was already getting outdated. Like the ASR 10 niggas wasn't fucking with it no more, type of whatever.
But that, to me, the sound in it, it just felt a certain way. Like right now, I'm still trying to buy one because like I used to have an ASR 88, an ASR 10. I had an EPS 16 Turbo Plus. That goes back like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what that is. I never heard of that.
Yeah, it was before the ASR 10, but it was basically the exact same thing. It was the exact same piece of equipment. But that was like, it felt a certain way to produce on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the music sounded a certain way. All of Kanye's like first real projects or whatever, all of those were made with an ASR 10. You see him in the studio and videos still using it. Like, you know, of course, the modern day production is really dope because it's, you know, faster and easier. But to be able to create some of those vintage sounds is dope to be able to use vintage equipment to do it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to emulate it, you could actually just do it on the actual piece. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like that kind of stuff.
A little bit of unknown hip hop history.
I'm the Rockness Monster, and I'm here to let you know that I'm on Cameo now. Are you familiar with Cameo? It's a website where you can reach out to some of your favorite celebrities and have them send you shout-outs, personalized, birthday wishes, wedding congratulations. You can even have them quit your job for you. And now I'm there. You can use the Cameo app, or you can go on Cameo.com or the Cameo website. Find me there and make your requests. We also have special requests for business. You know, if you want your mixtape dropped on or your album promote, any promotional things, special pricing for that. See us there. Rockness Monster on Cameo. Rock on, rock on.
I don't know if it matters who it matters to, but the Rockness AP album was mixed on a board that Dr. Dre used to own. He mixed some of those. He mixed some of those classics. I'm not sure. It might have been the Chronic or one of them shits on that board. Like, I felt like it was worthy of noting and shit. But here's something else I want to say about this. As far, yeah, that's a big deal because you know I'm a big West Coast hip hop fan. Like you know that the end. Well, I mean, you know, somebody could probably prove me wrong. They'd be like, you don't know about La 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 from the West Coast, La La La, and they'd be right. But what I can accurately say is anything that came under that NWA family tree, I was heavily influenced by, or I loved the shit to death. But
you a hardcore nigga. You like the hardcore music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They did it the best.
But like a lot of people complain about. A lot of people say that overseas they appreciate hip hop more, and I feel like that's. I'm not shitting on their appreciation of it, right? Because I'm not here to say that that's not true. What I am here to say is, in the States, I feel like we appreciate it more than what we get credit for. Like the fans out there, I feel like the biggest problem with hip hop now is the oversaturation of it, and you know, you got lit culture. I don't know if that part is a problem or not or whatever, but what I'm saying is this: like, you can go. I've done 2 shows. I've done a show I've done multiple shows in certain states. So let's take Virginia, for instance. I've done shows in Virginia that was trash. I've also done shows in Virginia that were fucking amazing, right?
Yeah.
Right. I've also done shows in Virginia that were amazing. I've done and I've done this in multiple cities, multiple states, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like the only difference is the promoter. You know what I mean? The way the promoter promotes makes all the difference in the world. And I feel like in these days, it's just in the States, you got artists that have a really high price tag, you know, the lit artists, you know what I mean? And you got some artists that want to, you know, you got some promoters who they new promoters, they just trying to get out there, do their thing or whatever. And a lot of time they doing it because I don't know whether they see the dollar signs and they don't understand how difficult it is to get them, or they're real big fans of hip hop and they just want to get in. You understand what I'm saying? They're not rappers or none of that, so they try that route. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they don't have the funds that it costs to secure one of these lit, you know, one of these chart topping artists or whatever. So they're gonna work with who they like and who they fit, who they really fuck with. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show Boot Camp love. I'm gonna go ahead and show and whatever underground artist that, you know what I mean? But they already working from a budget from a place of lack. You understand what I'm saying?
Starting that idea of it. Yeah.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So if your objective is to get money, you understand what I'm saying? You might think you have enough to get boot camp, but now you still got to promote boot camp. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that because you love boot camp, you think the name going to do it, and you don't do the work. You understand what I'm saying? You don't do no radio ads, no nothing, and that's how you get a bad show. You know, that's how I can go to Philly and do one whack show, and then the next year go to Philly and do a banging show without having to put out no new music. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a big, because don't get it twisted, it happens overseas too. Like we've had whack shows overseas too.
Thank you for listening to Monsta Mondayz Podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time. Every single Monday, Monsta Monday on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, The Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Vinyl Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.